So when they asked me to be the final coach speaker before Carl Deichler, and I vomited in my mouth a little bit, I thought, what will I say to them? Will they want to hear what I have to say? Will they find value in what I have to say? You may see me and think, gosh, she seems so confident and put together all the time. But I let doubt creep in here, just like everybody else does. I'm human, and those doubt monsters attack me just like they do each and every one of you sometimes. And so, after I let them take up residence in my brain for a little bit, I kicked them to the curb, and I said, you know what, Danielle? You do have something valuable to say to them. They are going to want to hear it. Because I am that quote that's up there. I am a champion who refuses to give up. So, after I decided I had something valuable to share with you, I did what I always do, and I got to work. Because that's how this business started for me. It wasn't a quick climb to success. The first 8 months of my business, I never hit Success Club. Didn't even know what it was. Saw people go on a Success Club cruise. I'm like, ooh, that looks fun. How do you go on that? And while in 2012, I was a top 10 coach, in 2011, and actually Jason Diebold, thank you for reminding me this the other day here at Leadership, I spent the entire year as number 5 on the elite leaderboard, not knowing that there was actually an elite requirement to go to Bora Bora. And so in that January Super Saturday where they announced all the 10 names and my name didn't get announced, I buried my head in a little hole, embarrassingly. And it took me 6 years to become a Superstar Diamond coach when it took some of you much shorter of a time than that. Why do I share all of that with you? Because this business hasn't always been easy for me, and it won't always be easy for me. And it's not always going to be easy for you. It's going to have its ups and its downs. But what matters is that we are all champions who refuse to never give up. I know you see a theme. If you know me, you know that I am obsessed with the character Rocky Balboa. And I'm well aware that he's a fictional character, you guys. I get it. But that character that Sylvester Stallone created has been a mentor to me my entire life. And I feel like a lot of the principles in those movies really identify with who we are and what we do. It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving. That's how winning is done. Because for us, winning is changing lives. Every single life that you change is a win. That binder that Carl's been carrying around with him, every page, win, win, win. You are a big win for somebody. You guys heard from Lori not too long ago. She is a giant win for me. I want you to pause and think about that for a moment. If you really sat and thought about every single life that you have changed since you started this business, how many wins would you have on your virtual scorecard? Invite someone to a challenge group, win. Have a phone conversation like Allie said earlier, win. Somebody loses weight, win. Somebody gets off blood pressure medicine, win. Somebody is able to pay off some debt, win. Your new theme song is, all I do is win. I'm not a singer. I can dance and like jump and stuff, but you get the point. Carl said partnership on purpose yesterday. And when I see this picture, that's exactly what I see. Every single one of those girls who are with me here today, minus one because she had a family emergency, Their lives are changed because of Beachbody. Leticia and Ashley, Rhonda, Tanya, Lori, Kim, all wins and all lives forever changed because of Beachbody and because we're partners on purpose. Physical transformations, emotional transformations, financial transformations. These women have changed in so many ways, more than one. And I know that every single one of you have changed physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. We are all better people because of Beachbody. Thank you. One person's like, yes! Listen, we are a health and fitness company, so of course we create amazing physical transformations. Like, how hot was Lori's bathing suit picture just a little bit ago, right? Ooh, like 7 people wooed. Y'all are getting excited. We create amazing physical transformations. The Beachbody Challenge, in my opinion, is the coolest thing we do every year. I don't know about you guys, but I sit in that audience when we get to sit in the audience and watch those, not waiting backstage. Oops. And I bawl my eyes out because I'm just so moved and inspired by all the changes these people go through and how freaking cool our job is. Because you can do great in other companies, but nobody's life is significantly changed because you introduce them to the right freaking mascara. But what we do changes people's lives on a level that is uncomparable. But I often get asked, Danielle, can I see your before and after photo? And my answer is always, no. You can't see my transformation in a side-by-side photo. But what I do know is that the girl that joined 6 years ago and was in credit card debt and payday loan debt and pretending to be perfect when life was anything but, and was so unhappy and so unsure of what life looked like for her. That girl is very different than the woman that stands on this stage today, financially free, emotionally free, and lives a life filled with passion and purpose. So no, you cannot see my before and after photos, but I guarantee you I have seen photos. The physical transformation is what gets people into our house, and then we change them even further. And here's the deal, you guys. As our company grows, you are not going to love every single product and every single program we come out with. You're just not. And good news, you don't have to. You don't like country heat? Cool, you don't got to. Body Beast ain't your jam? That's all right. Because it's not only about you. We have to have enough in our catalog so that there is something for everybody. Insanity is my jam. It has changed my life. It got me a husband. Now y'all are excited. But if I only talked about insanity to people, because that's what I love, how many people would I miss having the opportunity to help? So you don't have to love every single product and program, but you've got to know about it so that you can connect people to the one that's going to work for them. But you do have to find something that you do love. Because let me tell you something, if you are not doing one of our products, you are missing the boat. If you are not doing one of our products from start to finish, I don't understand why you're in this room. And I'm sorry if that's harsh. You love running? Cool. You can still run, but maybe you should do the 3-week yoga retreat beside it. If you love going to that CrossFit box, awesome. But maybe you need a little more dance in your life and should start sizing it up too. If you do not do one of our programs, what kind kind of belief are you instilling in people? Not only do your customers, your prospects think, well, I guess those solutions aren't enough because why else would they be going elsewhere? But how can you expect your team to be proof the products work if you're not proof the products work? So you gotta find something. And with all that we have, are you telling me you can't find something to love? With doing all our programs and the ones that are constantly coming out, and Shakeology and Performance Line and the Ultimate Reset, there is something that you can genuinely love and get on board with. So you need to have a little bit of a gut check with yourself. And you're out there because I follow some of you, and I'm like, wonder when the last time you did one of our programs are. And you guys, and I'm not judging because I am certainly not perfect. What I do know is you not doing one of our workout programs is like you being the CEO of Apple and carrying around an Android. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you've never seen any of the Rocky movies, I give you permission to go home and relax after this long weekend and watch all 7 in the series. Yes, there's 7. The original Rocky 5, then Rocky Balboa, and then Creed, okay? So you have homework. For those of you that have watched this may make sense, and for those of you who haven't, it'll make sense after you do your homework. In the original Rocky, when he's given the opportunity to fight the great Apollo Creed, he doesn't know what to do. So, he just does. He gets up, he drinks raw eggs, he runs through the streets of Philly with his dog, and he pounds meat in a meat locker. And what happens? He goes the distance. When we're new coaches, or our new coaches, start, they don't know what to do. So what do? They just do. They get up, they drink a shake, they do their workout, they read a book, they talk to people. In Rocky 3, he has some success. He finds himself the heavyweight champion of the world. So what does he do? He starts training differently, gets new trainers, gets fancier facilities, forgets who he is, where he came from, and why he started. What happens? For the very first time, he loses. So what happens to us? Or to some of your coaches? We gain a little bit of success. We rank advance, we start earning a little bit of income, and we forget who we are, where we came from, and why we started. We start to train differently. We focus less on being our own challenger, and we focus more on creating graphics, and getting on calls, and doing trainings, and we want more shiny objects, and we forget about the root of who we are and what we do. And so, we start to see a little bit of a plateau, or some of the icky feelings that some of you were feeling before you walked into leadership this weekend. And then, in Rocky 5, he hits rock bottom. So what does he do? He goes back to where it all began. He goes back to the streets of Philly, and he just goes back to his roots. He remembers who he is, where he came from, and why he started. And what happens? He wins again. So what's my call of action to you? It's time for you to remember, or for your coaches to remember, if you're like, dude, I'm fine. Who are you? Where did you come from, and why in the world did you start this thing? And then you need to go back to the vital behaviors. Be proof the products work, which means you are doing one of our workout programs from start to finish every single day until the end of freaking time. Because there's going to continue to be more programs, so there will be something that you want to do. Or go back to an oldie but a goodie, but be doing one of our workout programs. Be drinking our shake. Read your personal development. Talk to people, whether it's on social media or on the phone or in person. And then, of course, recognize people for their success. People ask me a lot of times, Danielle, What do you think you do differently, or how have you been successful? My answer is always like, I don't know, I just work out between the cat and the couch every day. Because every single day, I do my workout first. Before anything else. Before I can get in a group, before I can do a training, before I can get on a call, I have to do my workout first. Why? Because I am the most important person in my life. Why do I say that? Well, Danielle, you're a wife. Isn't your husband important? He sure is. And Danielle, you're a mother. Aren't your children important? They're the most important thing. But you know what? If I don't put me first, I cannot be a good wife, and I could not be a good mother, and I certainly can't be a good coach or a good leader for my team. You just heard Lori say that when she lost her way and stopped being her own challenger, that her team started to suffer. So I want you to put the focus back on you. It starts with you. You have to take care of you first. And if you aren't a shining example of everything that is amazing and awesome about this company, you need to get back to that. And I'm not saying you have to have abs or, any of that. These arms just come with my body. They're for show, and they don't even really do anything. You don't have to have any of that. But you have to wake up every single day and make you a priority. Because when you put you first, everyone else is better for it. I want you to leave here this weekend knowing exactly what you need to be doing for the rest of your life. I want you to leave here this weekend letting your team know what they should be doing for the rest of their life. You guys, there have been so many times where I go, I'm just not a good leader. I don't make all those beautiful graphics. And no offense to you people that make beautiful graphics, but I would look at that and I would immediately feel down on myself. Well, I don't do that, so I must not be a good leader. And I don't do a lot of training groups. If you put me in one more group, I'm going to stab my eye out. So I must not be a good leader, right? These were the things that were constantly going on in my head. What I realized when I look at these women sitting in this front row, I must be doing all right because I'm leading with a very simple example. If you wake up and drink your shake and do your workout and read a book and talk to people, this business happens. And how easy is that for a new coach coming in? Okay, so you're saying if I work on me and I do my workout, everything else falls into place? Well, it seems a lot less stressful than talking to me about making sure you're Emerald and hitting Success Club. Because chances are, if you're working out and drinking your shakes and doing your workout and posting on social, then people are going to ask you what you are doing, and Success Club and all those other things will fall into place. So, my question to you is are you willing to go back to who you are and where you came from and why you started this thing? When you leave here tomorrow, are you willing to start on Monday? Or for me, it's November 14th because I'm in my last 2 weeks in T25. Are you willing to pick one of our programs and start it very publicly from start to finish? Do I need to put a post in the wall and say, tell me your start date and the name of your program and tell me that you are recommitted to going back to who you are and where you came from and why you started this thing? Will you do that? 7 people. Let me try again. Hold on. Are you willing to do that? That's better. And if you're not, that's cool too, but maybe you need to reevaluate being in this room. Because you should embody all things Beachbody. You heard Jessica Nelson say that you get to just be you. So no one's asking you to change anything about who you are, but you should take ownership in this company and our mission and what we do. No differently than I am so proud to be a Natoni and all the things that means, I am just as proud to be a part of Team Beachbody and all the things that means. And you should too. You've seen the mission come up repeatedly throughout the weekend. And I know you know it, right? But I don't care if you can recite it. Do you really feel it deep down in your inner core that you want to help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. Not just something you say, it's not something that we put on a cute little graphic and like, oh, that's our mission statement. Like, do you really believe it deep down in your core? Because if you prick me, I bleed Beachbody Blue. This business has changed me on all kinds of levels, and I know it has you too. And when I ask you if you bleed Beachbody Blue, that doesn't mean if I go to your Facebook wall, does it look like you word vomited Beachbody everywhere? That's not what I mean. But like, do you love everything about this company so much that you take ownership in who we are and what we do? I want you to really stop and think about that for a minute. Carl may be the CEO of this company, but this is our company, ours, just as much as it is his. You may be the CEO of your own company, but collectively, together, Team Beachbody is ours. And you should live that mission every single day with passion. So when you walk out of this room today, I want you to believe Beachbody Blue. I want you to embody everything that we are and never forget who you are, where you came from, and why you started this thing. So just like Miguel started us yesterday, let's end the same dang way. Get up on your feet. Right now, get up on your feet. Do it. And I don't want you to just say, we are Team Beachbody because I'm telling you to. And if you don't feel deep down in your core that you believe Beachbody Blue, then don't say it. And just stay seated. I want you to say it like you freaking mean it. Like your life depends on it. So when I say, on the count of 3, say we are Team Beachbody, I want you to say it like you have never said it before. 1, 2, 3. We are Team